Are you getting? Is it clear or not? 50 is the upper limit, and that number always lies, we have explained, no, a less than equal to x less than equal to b. So whenever x is equal to a, it falls in the lower limit, not in the upper limit. So whenever the marks is 50, it will not fall in the range of 40 to 50. It will fall in the range of 50 to 60. Is it clear? So you will make the class interval 0 to 10. Make the class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and then maximum mark is 50. So 50 will not fall in this range. So I will make one more class interval 50 to 60. So find the tally marks. Find the tally marks 0 to 10. So 45, 45, 40 to 50, then 48, 40 to 50, then 15, 10 to 20, then 23, 20 to 30, then 30, 30 will fall in which range? 20 to 30 or 30 to 40? Tell me. 30, 30 to 40, lower limit. Then 35, 30 to 40, 40, 40 will fall in which range? This range or this range? 40 to 50, yes, lower limit. Then 11, 10 to 20, then 29, 20 to 30, 0, 0 to 10, then 3 marks 0 to 10, then 12, 10 to 20, then 48, 40 to 50, then 50, 50 will fall in this range, 50 to 60, then 18, 10 to 20, then 30, 30 will fall in which range? 30 to 40, lower limit, 30, 30, then 15, 15, 10 to 20, but that is the fifth stroke, so you will write across, 15, then 30, 30 to 40, 11, 11, 10 to 20, 42, now 40 to 50, fifth stroke, okay, across, 42, 42, then 23, 20 to 30, then 2, 0 to 10, then 3, 0 to 10, then 44, 44, 40 to 50. Count how many frequencies there. 4, how 6? Okay. So let us see. So this is 4, this is 6, 3, 4, 6, and this is 1. Count how many are there? 24. And see how many marks are given, 24. So yes, so you have to tally that. You have to tally that. Okay. Now 18th A, fourth question, fill in the blanks. A quantity which can vary from one individual to another is called variable. Is called variable. Yes. So write down the answer there only. A quantity which can vary from one individual to another individual is called variable. Size of shoes are discrete variable. Daily temperature is continuous variable. Then the range of the data. Let me solve this. D part. The range of the data. The range of the data. The range of the data. See, this range type of problems are asked in the scholarship examination. Whenever you will appear any scholarship examination, this range type of questions are asked. Now fourth D. Find range of the following. 7, 13, 7, 13, 6, 25, 18, 6, 25, 18, then 20 and 16. 20 and 16. Wait. First you will arrange that in the ascending order. First you will arrange that in the ascending order. Ascending order is 6, then 7, 6, 7, then 13, 18, 13 के बाद में 16, 18, 20, 25. Count how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, arrange. Now 6 is the lowest. 6 is the lowest. And 25 is the highest. Okay. So range, yes. So range is highest minus lowest. Range is highest minus lowest. Range is highest minus lowest. Highest is 25, lowest is 6, 25 minus 6 is 19. So range is 19. So for range, first you arrange the data in the ascending order. First, to find the range, first you arrange the data in the ascending order. In the class interval, next one, E question. In the class interval 30 to 35, in the class interval, 35 to 40, 35 to 40 is the class interval. The lower limit is 35 and upper limit is 46. So 35 to 46, 35 to 46 is the class interval given. 35 is my lower limit and 46 is upper limit. That's all. 46 is upper limit. Then F. The class mark of class interval 20 to 29. 20 to 29. Yes. So class mark is, what is the formula for class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Lower limit plus upper limit. Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So that is 22 plus 29 divided by 2. That is 51 divided by 2. That is okay. So that is 25.5. Yes. 25.5, no? Yes, what answer you are getting, my dear? 25.5 is the class mark. 25.5 is the class mark. Then, in the actual lower class limit, upper class limits and mid values of the classes, find the actual lower class limit of classes and the mid values of the classes. Find the actual lower limit. Okay. Find the actual lower class limits, upper class limit and the mid values of the classes. Okay. Mid values of the classes. So let us see. So whenever class interval is given, you check whether the class interval is continuous or discontinuous. How you will check whether the class interval is continuous? Just upper limit of one class interval is same as lower limit of next class interval. Next class interval. Okay, so you are given the class interval. Which question? Fifth one. Fifth one, you are given the class interval. You are given the class interval. Okay, you are given the class interval 10 to 19, 10 to 19, comma, 10 to 19, then 20 to 29. Let me write in this way. 10 to 19, 20 to 29, then 30 to 39, 30 to 39, and 40 to 49. 40 to 49. Okay. Now check whether the class interval is continuous. So see the upper limit is 19 and this is 20. They are not equal. 29 and 30 they are not equal. 39 and 40 they are not equal. Correct. So whenever the class intervals are not continuous, we can make them continuous by finding the adjustment factor. Yes. How we find? So find the adjustment factor. Find the adjustment factor. Adjustment factor will be, consider 19 and 20. Subtract. Take the difference. 20 minus 19 divide by 2. That is 1 by 2. That is 0.5. So my adjustment factor is 0.5. My adjustment factor is 0.5. Now this adjustment factor we subtract from lower limit and we add to upper limit. So we get the actual class interval. We get the actual class interval. We get the actual class interval. So we get the actual class interval. How we get the actual class interval? Subtract correction adjustment factor from lower limit. So 10 minus 0.5, 9.5 to 19.5, then 19.5 to 29.5, then 29.5 to 39.5, then 39.5, yes, 39.5 to 39.5 to 49.5. So this is my actual class interval. This is my actual class interval. So what is asked? Find the actual lower limit, upper limit and mid value. So what is my lower limit? Tell me. Actual lower limit. So we write lower limit. Lower limit is 9.5, 19.5, 29.5, 39.5. Then we write upper limit. Upper limit is 19.5, 29.5, 39.5, 49.5. Okay, this is my upper limit. Now it is as find class mark. So how we find the class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit divide by 2. Lower limit plus upper limit divide by 2. So now we write down class interval. We make the table class interval, then we find class mark. Class interval and class mark. We make this table class interval and class mark. Class interval is 9.5 to 19.5, then 19.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 39.5, 39.5 to 49.5. Okay. Now we want to find the class mark. So what is the formula for class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit divide by 2. So 9.5 plus 19.5 divide by 2. So what is that? 29 by 2, no? And 29 by 2 is 29 by 2. What is that? 14.5. 14.5. Okay. Then 19.5 plus 29.5 divide by 2. So 19 plus 29 is 38. 39 by 2 is 19.5. Correct? The next is 29.5 lower limit plus upper limit divide by 2. Class mark formula. 29 plus 39 is 69. 69 divided by 2. 2 3s are 6. Yes, what is that? What is the answer? Tell me. 69. 69 divided by 2. 2 3s are 6. 2 4s are 8. 34.5. Yes. Then next is 39.5 plus 49.5 divided by 2. 44.5. So this is the class mark. This is the class mark. Yes, clear? So how we find the class mark? Lower limit plus upper limit divide by 2. Then 6.1 find the actual lower and upper class limit and also find the class mark of the classes. Should I give homework? Next one. 6.1 should I give homework? Same way. They are not continuous. Yes? They are not continuous, so you have to make them continuous by finding the adjustment factor. So question number 6, let me give homework. Same way. Question number 6 homework. Now use the table given below to find the actual class limit of the fourth class. Of the fourth class. So when you prepare the actual class limit, tell me. When you prepare the actual class limit, whenever they are discontinuous. Whenever they are discontinuous, we find the actual class limit. And how we find the actual class limit? We find the adjustment factor. And how we find the adjustment factor? We take the difference of upper limit of one class and lower limit of next class, divide by 2. So seventh one. Seventh one, class interval. Class interval in frequency. Class interval Ci and frequency. Class interval and frequency. Class interval and frequency. This is given. Class interval 30 to 34. Frequency is 7. Okay, you can do one thing. Before frequency, you can, after Ci you can write actual Ci. After Ci you can write actual Ci. Actual class interval. Then you can write frequency. So that in one table it will get over. Okay. class interval 30 to 34, frequency is 7. Then 35 to 39, 35 to 39, frequency is 10. Then 40 to 44, 40 to 44, frequency is 12. Then 45, 45 to 49, frequency is 13. Then 50 to 54, 50 to 54, frequency is 8. Then 55 to 60, 55 to 60, 55 to 59, 55 to 59, frequency is given 4. So find actual class interval. Now how will find actual class interval? Whether they are continuous, tell me. Yes, they are not continuous. So how you will make them continuous? By finding the adjustment factor. No, my dear. That is the formula for class mark. That is the formula. You have to find the adjustment factor. This is 34, this is 35, 39, 40. They are not continuous. So find the adjustment factor. Find the adjustment factor. How we find the adjustment factor? We consider upper limit of one class and lower limit of next class. Take the difference of 34 and 35. So difference is 35 minus 34.